The Niffle Ape is certainly one of the more iconic cards in KeyForge. Due to its unique abilities as a creature and its popularity as a character within the Crucible, the Niffle Ape has had some sort of iteration or cameo in every set up to date except Worlds Collide. Truly, the Niffle Ape is a staple of the KeyForge world, and its saga is what we'll be exploring in this video. The Niffle Ape first appeared in Call of the Archons, and to date, there is no other creature like it in the game. It's a simple 3-power creature from House Untamed that reads, while Niffle Ape is attacking, ignore, taunt, and elusive. Sure, it's only 3 power, but sometimes it's exactly what you need to deal with some problem creature that your opponent is doing everything they can to protect. Its ability makes it a very unique card, and not only that, but its flavor text actually reveals a character that doesn't show up for another 2 sets. Niffle Ape's flavor text reads, did it just say Niffle? Captain Jericho. Captain Jericho is a Star Alliance creature. The Star Alliance house leader, in fact, that doesn't appear until Worlds Collide. So from the very beginning, Fantasy Flight was teasing us with glimpses of what's to come. After Call of the Archons, the Niffle Ape left us until Mass Mutation, then left again after that. The same thing happened with the Niffle Ape superior, the Niffle Queen. This is a large 6-power creature that reads, each other friendly beast creature gets +1 power. Each other friendly Niffle creature gets +1 power. Niffle Apes happen to have both the traits of Beast and Niffle, and so they receive +2 power total when Niffle Queen is on the board. And let me tell you, 5-power Niffle Apes are truly a force to be reckoned with. Not only that, but Niffle Queens always come with at least 2 Niffle Apes, so the chances are quite high that you'll get at least some value out of Niffle Queen's presence. Though there were no creatures of the Niffle variety in Age of Ascension, there was an artifact in House Untamed that referred to them, Niffle Grounds. Niffle Grounds reads, action, choose a creature. For the remainder of the turn, that creature loses taunt and elusive. Captain Jericho is cited once again in this card's flavor text as well, where she says, welp, we're Niffled. Niffle Grounds is useful in that you can use it to disable a creature's taunt, then fight with any other creature you want in Untamed to get either of those previously protected creatures. Niffle Grounds, though absent in Worlds Collide, did return for Mass Mutation with its Niffle Ape and Niffle Queen companions. The next card, also from Call of the Archons and Mass Mutation, is one that interacts exclusively with Niffles, and that is Troop Call. It reads, return each friendly Niffle creature from your discard pile and from play to your hand, and it always appears in a deck with at least 1 Niffle Ape, making it so you don't just end up with a dead card in your deck. Take a look at this deck I own, Paisley Inland Elder. This deck has a Troop Call, a Niffle Queen, and 4 Niffle Apes. This deck also happens to have a Hunting Witch. So if everything comes out right, I could potentially play down multiple Niffle Apes with the Hunting Witch in my lineup, get an Ember for each Niffle Ape played that way, then throw down Troop Call and do it all over again. The deck also has a Chota Hazri, so if things come out super right, then I may be able to burst up to an entire key and forge out of nowhere, in addition to all my Niffle Apes being powered up by Niffle Queen. So this is an example of how Troop Call can be a great card for bursting, if you have other decent cards to complement it in that way. Otherwise, it still makes for great creature recursion. Mass Mutation brought along another Niffle creature, and this truly was the Niffle creature to top all Niffle creatures, and this was the Niffle Kong. This was one of 3 creatures dubbed gigantic creatures, that require 2 whole cards in order to play. Niffle Kong is an incredible 12-power, 2-armor creature, with text that reads, play. Search your deck and discard pile for any number of Niffle creatures, reveal them, and put them into your hand. Shuffle your deck. The text continues. Fight Reap, you may destroy a friendly Niffle creature. If you do, deal 3 damage to a creature, steal 1 Ember, and destroy an enemy artifact. I'd personally say Niffle Kong's ability to destroy an enemy artifact is its strongest trait, especially if they have good, strong artifacts that continuously trip you up. Unfortunately, Niffle Kong is rendered nearly useless once he runs out of friendly Niffle Kongs to destroy, besides being nearly unstoppable in a fight. Oh, and one last thing about Niffle Kong. Is that a Mars creature Niffle Kong seems to be clutching in its hand? Perhaps it's too small to truly tell, but with its skull-shaped face and the fact that the Niffle Kong seems to be fighting off UFO-shaped spaceships, perhaps that's not too far-fetched of a theory. Niffle Ape, Niffle Queen, and Niffle Kong are all the actual Niffle creatures in KeyForge, while Niffle Grounds and Troop Call are both cards that either reference or exclusively interact with Niffle creatures. After Mass Mutation, none of these cards make a reappearance. It looks as though the Niffle Saga has ended. or so it would seem. There are actually 2 cards in the most recent set, Dark Tidings, that have a Niffle Ape on their artwork, and those cards are Infighting and Waste Not. With these 2 cards, the Niffle legacy lives on. Infighting reads, each creature deals damage equal to its power to its right neighbor. Waste Not reads, destroy a friendly creature. Draw cards equal to half that creature's power, rounding up. These 2 cards complement the Dark Tidings version of House Untamed quite well, offering a soft board wipe with Infighting and deck efficiency with Waste Not. Not only that, but Waste Not is a fantastic card to have with KeyFrog. Get to 6 Ember, or whatever the current key cost is, then destroy your KeyFrog with Waste Not, and you've got yourself a key just like that out of nowhere. Either way, it's still pretty cool to see Niffle Apes making a cameo appearance in Dark Tidings, a set where Niffle-related cards are all but gone. But there happens to be one last card with Niffle art on it. A card from Call of the Archons, a card that's not even from House Untamed. Rather, this card is from House Dis, and it is the legendary, the infamous card Control the Weak. This incredibly powerful card has a poor Niffle Ape on it, clearly being willed to do something it probably doesn't want to do by some maniacal mental device. And it's this final card, an absolute banger of an action, a card the designers have been struggling to correct since the very beginning, that rounds off the Niffle Saga, leaving us with some terribly sad and depressing Niffle Ape artwork. And so that's the Niffle Saga in its entirety. From the Niffle Ape's first appearance in Call of the Archons, to its powerhouse incarnation as Niffle Kong in Mass Mutation, to its cameo appearances in Dark Tidings, the Niffle creatures have been a beloved staple of the KeyForge game since the beginning. Not only have they provided creature mechanics found on no other creatures in the game, they've even teased upcoming sets through flavor text and the like. Thank you all so much for watching, and I cannot wait to see you all again in the next one. See you later.